And truly, I mean, our relationship as advisor, advisee in our time here is defined my time at One Stone. And I just really am grateful for all that you've brought to me and to One Stone. And we're going to get a chance to hear from Bebe in the only way they would do it, which is creative and honest. And so we'll get started in a second. Before we do, Allison Parker is going to run a great slideshow, which I know you've been looking forward to, Bebe.
No,
And then Bebe will take over and share. And then after Bebe's done, we'll have an opportunity for us to give some love and feedback to Bebe. And with that, take it away, Allison.
Okay, I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Perfect. Well, so I decided to do my curation me as a mix of music and some talking. Not as much talking. And so I don't know if you can tell, I'm very nervous for this. So thank you all for being here. For those of you on a computer, I don't think the sound quality will be as good, but I don't know, bear with me. I have come a very long way in 3 years. I don't know if you can tell by that deeply embarrassing slideshow, but I feel that I personally have become a different person. And a lot of things have been really tough. And it continues to be tough, just that's the way life is. But yeah, so I'm gonna start off with a song. It's called Song for Dennis Brown by the Mountain Goats. On the day that Dennis Brown's lung collapsed, spring rain was misty down on Keys. Down at the harbor, local calls were accepting an inbound ship. collapses, it's not gonna be that different. On the day that Dennis Brown's habits caught up with him, school children singing choirs. Out behind the Chinese restaurants, guys were jumping in dumpsters. And the stench was over there. But they were past the point of caring. On the day my lung collapses, I'll be down among the giants. And when the birds come home and scream, we will fill them full of lunch. Jets of contaminated blood cloud the rivers. Took all the coke down. Bring down Dennis Brown. On the day my lung collapses, we'll see just how much it is.
Present your.
Yes.
Let me just get. I guess you need to do the thing where you share
Nah,
screen.
I can share my slide after.
You sure?
Because,
Okay.
press the wall.
Will do. And I'll get out of your presentation.
So I have recently sort of had a lot of shit go down with my family. And my sister is in rehab. And she will be for a while. So I have been sort of dealing without God, I'm crying. Oh, that's disgusting. Without her. And that has been really hard. Jesus, why am I crying? Okay, that's been really hard for me. And has sort of been affecting me this past year with why love and everything. But I sort of wanted to do this song for her. She's not here right now, but I can send her the recording. So, this is humiliating. All right.
Maybe it's honest. It's great.
It's, don't let this, forget about the crying part. Forget about the crying part. This is called Skyline. Everybody calling me today wasn't you. Guess I must be hanging out here in the blue by my lonesome. Babe, I wish you phones. But on the train, I'm as free as a bird. Out there in the world, it's like you're in the earth. May not be the first, and I'm sure not the last. I've got a craving for a thing of the past. I don't know why. Sand is blowing and it's calming you down, but it's like you're in the air as I get into town. When we were young, did we know the difference? I can't recall the weight of my words. We're both older now, hanging our heads to the ground. but you're still my skyline. I grew a garden for both of us, turning the weeds and dirt and dust. I tried, but I couldn't stand it. Pushing down the line, and no matter my will, just wouldn't bend, and I couldn't stand still. Maybe slowing down the heavier heart. Don't want me begging you into the dark. When we were young, did we know the difference? I can't recall the weight of my words. We're both older now, hanging our heads to the ground. Are you still in my skyline? I'm yours. You're still in my skyline. Yeah, so I guess, on a slightly lighter note, this is a not super chronological creation story, but another Mountain Goat song. I find it. But this one is Love, Love, Love. And I chose this because I feel like like I said, I've had a lot of really tough times, but everything that really sticks out to me that isn't, disastrous has been a lot of love from a lot of different people. A lot of you are in this room. But yeah, I just, I think it's important to always remember that at the end of the day, the things that we remember most are the moments filled with love. It all fell on the sword when it all went wrong. And Joseph's brothers sold him down the river for a song. Some he listened and run, some tied a ball to some things you do for money, and some you do for love. Oh, but he couldn't say why. When he saw his face reflected in his victim's twinkling eyes. Things you'll do for money, and some you'll do for fun. Oh, the things you do for love, you would come back to. Oh, love is gonna lead you by the hand to a wide and soundless place. Now we see things in a mirror dimly. We shall see each other face to face. Way out in Seattle, young Kurt Cobain snuck out to the greenhouse with a bullet in his brain. Snakes in the grass beneath our feet, rain in the clouds above. Some emotions last forever, some forever. And some of these songs I just chose them because I like to play them. Because this is my 20 minutes and I get to choose what I do with it. So that's all I have to say for that. But this song is called Look at Miss Ohio. And I just think it's a banger. But I'm sure I could spin something about how it relates to my life. I think, some of this song, one of the lines is, she says, I want to do right, but not right now. And I feel like as a young adult, a lot of my younger years were sort of taken from me, the mental illness, etc. And so I sort of see myself right now doing not terrible things, obviously, but just teenager things. I want to, be young for a little bit. But yeah, this doesn't really have to do so much with that, other than I think it's a banger. You enjoy it. Oh, me, oh, my, oh, look at Miss Ohio. She's a running around with a rag top down. Says I wanna do right now, right now. Drive to Atlanta, live out this fantasy. Oh, running around with a rag top down. Yeah, I wanna do right now, right now. Had your arm around her shoulder, a regimental soldier, and Mama starts pushing the wedding gown. Oh, you wanna do right now, right now. Oh, me, oh, my, oh, look at Miss Ohio. She's a running around with a rag top down. I said I wanna do right now, right now. I know all about it. You don't have to shout it. I'm gonna straighten it out somehow. Oh, I wanna do right now, right now. Oh, me, oh, my, oh, look at Miss Ohio. She's a running around with a rag top down. She says I wanna do right now, right now. Oh, I wanna do right now, right now. Oh, okay. I don't want to cry again, so I'm not going to, because I have to talk and sound like a person. I think when I think about these past 4 years, even one stone specifically. Oh, another Slack message. My favorite thing. Wow, we should fix that. Yeah. But when I think about my past 4 years, even specifically to this school and sort of the things I've done, I think I'm proud of a few things. Everyone tells me I'm so self-deprecating, but I feel like I never want to feel too, I don't know, like arrogant. But I think, I recognize that a lot of the things I've done, a lot of other people my age haven't. And so I don't know, I think, doing this singing thing, talking thing, it's not going to be my career, but I feel like it's something I really love. And I've had a lot of opportunities sort of in the past 4 years, specifically the past 2 years, to grow a lot in the things that I love. Specifically, career oriented. So I'll be going to art school next year, PNCA in Portland. If you guys didn't know, I'm sure everyone And I have been waiting. I've been counting the months and the days. And I can't wait to count the hours till I go. But I think a lot of that sort of anticipation has weighed out living like in the present and with the people I'm with, which feels all right, I think, to an extent. But I think I want to appreciate the people I have right now a lot more. But this next song I'm going to do is called "In My Life" by the Beatles, which I'm sure you also all know. But it might sound a little rusty, so I am not play this in a second. There are places I'll remember all my life. Some change, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, some remain. All these places have been moments. All with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've known them all these friends and lovers. There is no one who's with you. These memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll affection are for people and things that before. No, all that can stop me about them. My life, I know you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection, all for people and things that before. No, all can stop and think about them. In my life, I know you more. My life, I love you. You guys, you think I would know the set list for this? But in all honesty, I put this together like a week ago. I've had quite a lot of time to prepare. Michael knows this. I've had quite a lot of time to prepare. That time was spent on the website. So you will be getting a link to that after I add the audio for this and just finish up some like reflection stuff. So I did use my time. Thank you very much. It's in here somewhere. Is it in here somewhere? There we go. I sort of this is just a song I like all of these, but this one really honestly has no particular meaning other than I enjoy it and I hope you guys enjoy it. Do I have a time limit? Am I like close?
You're doing great. We've got at least 15 more minutes
Wonderful.
for you, and then we'll be back.
Sounds good. From a 40-year-old coffee cup, she said, "Bitch." Touch with neighbors by phone. Roses on the graves of her firstborn and his father. And the oh, Liddy, let go, boy's gone. Mother struggled as she tore him from her arms. Oh, Lydia, your tears are heaven's rain. But she never was. Oh, Liddy, let go, boy's gone. Mother struggled as she tore it from her arms. Oh, Lydia, your tears are heaven's rain. Oh, she never was the same. Ancient memories, there's a new way. From a 40-year-old coffee cup, she sipped picture. Closed her eyes. Well, those are all the songs I have to play. But I guess I could talk a little more. I guess that's sort of what this is.
You want to pull up the slide?
Yeah, I can do that.
I can do it.
Okay. I have a couple little slides. It's the right under this. Yeah.
Do you want me to run this for you, like moving forward? You just...
Yeah, I'll tell you what. So this lovely picture.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's
someone-
possible to move it closer. You're really cutting in and out, BB. So if there's any way to get the computer closer to you, that would be amazing.
You're close to me. Okay, is that good?
I
Yep.
think it was here, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, this is the curation mini slide that I made this morning, a little last minute, of course. But Teal so generously shared this photo of Hunter and I throwing an incredibly heavy rock into a body of water. While this has no super significant meaning, I personally am a very big fan.
You give me the signal, so I won't like.
I can do it.
Okay.
I'm like close enough now. It's all good. You don't have to like learn. But I just love this photo. There's other photos where both of us are just like on the ground, like crying, laughing. But this one was just a very fond memory of the recent past. This was on spring trips. I really don't know how much this rock weighed, but I don't know if you can tell by this picture. It took a lot of effort to throw. And it symbolizes putting in all of this hard work these past 4 years and like heavy lifting and like carrying this gigantic like rock to just like toss it in the water and not be done with it. But in this picture, I was done with it. It's a very much a, it's a lot of hard work getting here, and I didn't honestly think that I would live to be here. But I'm here, and I'm happy to be here. And this next slide is, hopefully if it changes, will it change? Yeah, perfect. This is my sister and I. I don't want to cry. These are our senior pictures, but I just put these in here because gross. I really miss her, and she's a huge part of my life. And so I thought I would just sort of share how much she means to me and how much of a support she's been. Oh God, I'm crying. But these were taken recently by one of my friends, Liam, who's also gone in New York, not dead, but gone. And so there's been a lot of really incredible people in my life, and I didn't have enough time to put pictures of all of you on the slides, so I only have one of my sister. But so I just want to sort of thank everyone who's here today, online and in person, for caring about me. Oh, this is really embarrassing, and being my friend and supporting me these past 4 years. I don't think I could have done it without you guys, so thank you. And that is the end of what I had barely prepared.
So, Bebe, I'm gonna spin this briefly this way,
Spin it.
and then I will. So I'm gonna address everybody and also those online. So now is the time when we get to share some love and some reflection on this curation of me and on our time with you. And if you're somebody who wants to do that virtually, then just signal and we'll make sure and kind of spin this towards Bebe. Otherwise, I'll turn the camera to whoever's speaking so that those online can also see and hear. Do my best to capture that. And since it's facing me, I get to start.
Oh.
Bebe, I love that first picture. Teal actually showed it to us a little while back, and I think that it represents something pretty profound. And when I think about you, you talked about throwing this into the water. It's something that I think that happens after you do that are those ripples are going to go out and out. And I think about the ripples that you make and the people that they touch is constantly expanding and it's tremendous. I think that you ripple and radiate this, meaning and life. I think that you disseminate it through zines. I think you broadcast it. You are in so many ways sharing your vital and unique way of experiencing the world with other people, and that reach has only grown in your time here. I think about this curation of me as a representation of your growth in tremendous ways. I know that vulnerability is something that you have targeted for a long time and said, like, oh, this is a challenge for me. And when I look at this past year and this curation of me, the idea of you saying, I'm going to share my voice and my thoughts with others in this way means so much. It's a testament to that growth. And your vulnerability lets other people feel more accepted and more human, and that's part of that ripple outwards of your impact. So thank you for everything you've given me and us at One Stone.
Thank you.
It's coming your way.
Don't look at me like that. What if we just turn around with that make that easier? Okay. I'll set this in. Bebe has been my very best friend all year. And this is really awkward and terrible.
Yeah.
We don't do this often. But we met in our first immersion, and the first thing literally said to me, he was like, oh, you know Oliver? Because they went to school with my brother for like 4 years. And the first thing I did that night was I texted my brother and I was like, do you know Bebe? He went, oh no. And ever like since then, I mean, you basically live with me now. And there was like that like 6-month period of you coming home with me every day. And I swear it was probably one of like the best times that I've had in a really long time. You mean a lot to me, and not just to me, but also to my family. You know, I have never seen my brother laugh as much as when you're around. And I love you, and you're part of my family now. And you know, we might have to like drug you to get you on that plane to Newfoundland, but we'll get you there. You're coming on family vacation with us.
Get some Benadryl.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
And like, you have done so much for me over the past year that it's just priceless, literally priceless. And like, oh, you know, I could talk about it for hours, but I really can't because I would start crying and it would be even more embarrassing than this already is. Anyways, I love you, and I'll let someone else talk now, I guess.
Who knew we were gonna have a third kid?
I know, right?
This guy showed up.
I really did, honestly. You don't give me that much. I don't eat that much. You're fine. I'm like half a kid. Half a kid.
Anybody else want to? Yeah, I'll send it this way. And do know that if you're in this space, just speaking up, it's really helpful. So you can all get these masks.
All right, I'm fogging my glasses up, so I'm gonna go glasses free, and that'll make you blurry, so I can't even see you at all. Can't see you at all. Bebe, you are like absolutely one of my favorite people to collaborate with, because you don't treat me like an adult. You treat me like a collaborator and another creative, and I totally dig that about you. I dig that you disagree with me. I dig that you have different tastes and opinions, and it makes working with you fun. And it makes me proud of the yearbook that you've helped make and that you've led now for a year. And it's been hard. It's been that big rock that you've been lugging. And in about 20 minutes, we're going to start transferring it to the printer, and that thing's going to send ripples. But you are truly unique and truly talented in the way that you look at the world and see the world and express your voice in this world. And I really appreciate how authentic your creativity is, and it makes the world more interesting, and it makes it really special. So you're a great person and a super creative person, and have really appreciated watching you grow. A couple weeks ago, you asked for a song for this, and I guess you went somewhere else with this Curation of Me. You got the playlist. I never sent you a song. I owe you that song. The song I wanted to send you and will send you is a song by Not a Surf. It's called Your Legs Grow, because it's been really cool watching you grow and become a really confident, creative person. And thank you for sharing all that with us.
I'll go while the camera's pointed this direction. I just wanted to apologize for taking all the awkward photos the last 2 years. But thank you.
You were just doing your job, I understand.
Thanks for putting up with me. And I just want to say that I totally appreciate your self-depreciation, and think I totally understand that, but I hope you know how rad you are, and have some confidence.
Michael, can you spin it toward me?
Yep, I got it.
I love all the oh, it's coming close.
It's coming close.
Okay, now I feel like Bebe. I'm having a moment of empathy. I'm gonna look at you though, unflinchingly. I love this. I genuinely love this. Bebe, I think you know how I feel about you, but I'm gonna say it again and recorded, and for the benefit of the community here. I love you so much.
And for 3 years, I've thought of you as like a little sibling of mine. And you have so much to be proud of, and so much to celebrate. And you have, you've changed your own life, and you've changed a lot of the lives in this room and in this community. And I have felt so loved and supported by you all this time. And I'm so excited for you to go to art school and be in Portland. And I am really gonna miss the way that you like sidle up to me in the morning with like offerings, like as though I'm like a crow you're trying to befriend. I think that's who I am to you, and I love that. And there's so much more I want to say to you, like one-on-one, before you go from this place. But I just I hope you're feeling really loved today, and I hope you know and can see how much you have to be proud of, because you are truly an extraordinary person. Turn this to someone.
Keep it on foul.
Yeah, keep it on foul.
No.
I actually want to talk to you, Bebe. It's me, Teal. Calling in from the El Cora bathroom. There's been a couple of frightening toilet situations in here lately. But I feel like I've been able to forget all that because of you. And okay, there's a bunch of things that I want to say. First off, I'm glad you started snorting again. Like, it is so important to me to know that you are in a place in your life where you're able to snort when you laugh. And I say that with full sincerity, that you're feeling comfortable and you're feeling like good in your heart. To be able to be your full self when you laugh is like really the biggest joy that I could think of. I'm like speaking to you as somebody who, you know, has watched you over the past 3 years and just always been so freaking excited about who you are and what you bring as an artist and as a thinker. And I've always learned from you whenever we chat and whenever we work on projects together. I'm like, oh, this is the smart way to do it. It's the way that Bebe would do it instead of the way that I would do it, which is like, you know, sub Bebe. So I do look up to you in a lot of ways because of how you think and manage things. And I hope that in the future, you know, even if you're working with somebody who's like older than you or maybe looks like they have more clout, like you're willing to throw down and be like, actually, I know the way that this should go, because you do so often. And you've showed me so many times the way that stuff should go by being really gentle about it and everything. But like, yeah, I want you to like take heart and know that, yeah, you often have the laser way. That's the true good way to get stuff done. Um, you're super soulful. It's a little heartbreaking to hear you talk about wanting to grasp onto your childhood, because in some ways I've thought a lot about you as a old soul and somebody who has a lot to teach. The way that you love old country songs and you love just like, you know, that old traditional way of telling stories. Like, I think that that's really genuine and cool. And so I feel like the way that you value culture is really splendid, and I adore it. I love that we've been able to connect over so many interesting kind of cultural objects that make me feel closer to you and make me feel like not such a freak in Boise, um, having the interest that I do. And then you always take it 10 steps further, which is like so rad and so you to do as well. Um, I don't know, Vivi, like I'm super proud of you. I'm like can't even tell you what excitement I hold for the next 3 years of your learning and just the way that you will spread like a rhizome in that town. And it's going to be so cool, the things that you absorb and the things that you produce. So yeah, I would be offended if you didn't stay in touch. And so I welcome whatever level of just being my friend you want to be into the future. But I just love you so freaking much. And I'm excited for the next steps. And thanks for everything you've done for me and for us here.
Thank you too. I really appreciate it. appreciate it.
Bebe, hello. I just adore you. You are such a lovely person, and I've really appreciated sort of going through this past 40 minutes with you and having this curated experience. And I think it's been really incredible to spend the last years with you. You are such a wise person, and I really appreciate our friendship. I love how you see the world, and I love how you share that out. I never cease to be fascinated by what you're thinking about or the way you want to express it. And you've done so many little things over the years that meant a lot to me at the time and have added up to something really huge for me. And one example is the Jolene poster you made for me at the beginning of quarantine about washing your hands, to the length of the Jolene chorus, which is advice I live by. And it really meant a lot to me. And it was something I looked at a lot throughout quarantine because I put it by my kitchen sink. And just the things that you do like that mean the world to me. I really am excited for us to go on our foothills ride. I think that'll be amazing. And I'm so proud to be your friend. I'm so proud that you're part of the One Stone community. I know you've heard me say this before, but it's really important to us that we get to be with you forever. So when things are, that's a promise, not a threat. So we, we want to know when things are good. We want to know when things are bad. We're really excited to celebrate with you. And we're also excited to help prop you up when that's what you need. And Teresa can't be here, but she always says that we have office hours for life. And that's true. That's true for all of us here. We have office hours for life. So if you ever need anything, we're your family. We're always here for you, and we love you, and we're proud of you.
Hey, Beavers. I'm going to keep it short so I don't cry. I just want you to know how wonderful you are. I know that you know that. And I'm really so pumped for you. I'm so excited for you. And I can't believe that we're already at this moment. And I'm just so impressed by you. And I really don't know what to say. I'm just so excited for you. And I really appreciate you and value you as a friend. So I'll catch up with you later.
I will just chime in really quick, Bebe. Unlike everybody else, I have not had the pleasure of 3 years with you, but I did get the pleasure of one long fun year of YLab with you, and something that you do not know, but when we were like kind of figuring out who was gonna be in who's YLab, I was like, I want to be with Bebe. Like, I want to get to know this girl person, and I just really want to understand like what's so cool. And now I know. And it was just so fun. And I thought that maybe I was the lucky one who really you made feel like a friend, but clearly I'm not. You are a friend to everyone, and you have a true gift of making people feel like a friend. And I think that will just take you so far. And I am so proud of you for growing in grit in our YLab together. And you did it. Like, we're almost there. So I love you.
You too, Ashley. Thank you.
I just want to say something really quick, but just super fast. I just wanted to say that, I don't know, this year you were sitting somewhere and there was a group of plants and they were all in pots, and you just came over and you were like, oh, these need water. So you just picked them up and you were watering them. And I feel like you treat people a lot like you treat your plants. You just nourish them and make them feel better with your special little water. And you're just the kindest and most lovely, special human. And I feel so lucky to know you and to be spending my high school experience with you. So thank you. Sorry, I'm not good. You are an awesome person. You've been a great support with this one. It's just been a great support for you. And it's been great having you as a added member to our family. So I know you're going to go out and do great things. So don't forget us. We will steal you and take you underneath the mud if we come to.
I don't think I could forget you guys.
Yeah. So anyway, it's been great knowing you this past year, and I'm really excited to see where you grow.
Thank you for adopting me. My real parents are not here, so. I don't know what you're talking about. They are your parents.
You might let us know.
Of course, yeah.
Last words. Okay, I'll mention it. All right. Benita. Yeah. Oh, yeah, full name. We have really only hung out like pretty closely like the last like month and a half maybe, but like a little shorter probably even. But even from that time, like it's felt like we've known each other for forever, which is really crazy and like interesting to me. And so I just like very much cherish like how just confident you are and who like just who you are, and it really rubs off on other people because you care a lot for other people and you're always there for like literally everyone, which is like very much role model to me, and it's very cool. And just like how vulnerable you are with music and everything, and with poetry, like I've taken, that's like one of the biggest things you've taught me for sure, is just like being confident in your own words and like how you speak, and like just that your words are your words and it's like good to speak. It's okay to speak like your mind. And so I just wanted to like thank you for that, just friendship even over the last little bit. And hopefully I come out to Portland.
I mean, you better.
I better.
I'm coming down to get you.
For
I
sure.
don't think you have a choice, actually. So I'm
Well, no, just want to make sure, is there anybody else live or digitally who wants to say anything?
I want to say I love you. I don't know you as well.
I just want to say hi, and it's been nice knowing you these 4+ years at this point, baby. I was very surprised when I heard Nia say she made friends with you the first time she went to One Stone, because you definitely made a good impact on everyone at Sage after you left, and everyone still remembered you there very well, and they still do. And it was just very interesting to see that that was the thing that was going to happen. And I'm happy it did, because it seems to have turned out great.
Thank you, Oliver. No, I honestly am very embarrassed that people still remember me at Sage. Because like in middle school, I was like very much an emo like child, like black skinny jeans, Alice in Wonderland, like Hot Topic t-shirts, like straight up. I saw like Panic at the Disco and 21 Pilots, and so you know, some of that stuck around. But not to that extent. I used to have a pair of Galaxy skinny jeans, and I looked like a prepubescent Paul McCartney, is how I often would describe my face and haircut. So we don't talk about middle school, but you get to hear this now. So never again, but middle school is bad. I don't really know what else
Yeah,
there
you
is to
don't
do.
you don't have to say or do anything else.
Perfect.
Rather than standing awkwardly, I'm just gonna come right next to you here, Bebe, and say that obviously I like to think of this as a start of an ongoing conversation or a continuation of one. And so if you have more things that you want to say to Bebe about why we love you and what you mean to us, let's keep that coming now and for years to come. And thank you so much for everything you've done. And we're gonna say goodbye and stop the recording. Thank you.